Good evening, Andy.
It says it record. It says recording. We're recording. This is live.
Recorded last week, did we? So back in the studio.
Yeah, that was a bit rubbish.
I don't know how we didn't record.
I don't know either, but we didn't, did we?
So happy Dad Tales Day, my friend.
Happy Dad Tales Day. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Oh, it was on TV, wasn't we? That's why we didn't record last week. And time got away from us.
It did, yeah. Other things happened, didn't there? So we
It
couldn't.
was on the telly box
Back on
again.
Steph's Pack Lunch, weren't we? No speaking parts.
No, just eye candy. That's what our role was this week. It's the first time I've not spoke, I think.
I think I was saying this to Lexi this week. Every time we've been on, at least one of us has had a speaking part. So I had a speaking part last week, but it got cut. And there's been a couple of times when I think none of us have said anything, but we've always had something. They always wanted something.
One thing from us, yeah.
Do you think it's just because we're awesome?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's that. This is season 3, episode 19.
Nice.
I'm very professional. I just wrote that on a piece of paper just to remind me. As I say that, I'm professional. You yours.
Keep me up, mate.
Am I keeping you up?
Keep me up, mate. How's we been, fella?
Big spoon, little spoon. It's been all right. I've had a pretty busy weekend.
Yeah. Fill me in.
So Saturday, me and right. I just want to start with a gripe.
Oh.
And this is a gripe, but it's also a warning to people out there. So there's a well-named, popular food delivery company. I'm not going to say the name.
Bruise.
But it rhymes with Pusto.
Okay.
So you order your food, they deliver it, you
Yeah.
cook your meals.
Yeah.
They delivered me something and charged me something for something that was only in my basket.
What?
It was in my basket. Didn't go to checkout, didn't ask for it, didn't pick a delivery day. It was just in my basket. And then when I got an email saying, oh, your food's on its way, I'm like, I ain't ordered anything. And that's their policy. If it's in your basket, they'll go, oh, we need so many days to prepare this food. So be aware.
Well, name and shame them. Don't be.
Gusto!
So don't be giving it the old rhymes with.
Yeah.
What a terrible system that is.
Absolutely. And that.
Bloody hell. Halfway, if everything came in my basket that I looked at, bloody hell, I've got my house be full of stuff.
How many Lamborghinis would you have? I'm always pricing stuff up though, put stuff in my basket.
I do. I stick some in my basket and I'll change window and go look at somewhere else for it and
Yeah.
think I'll come back to that if I want it. But sometimes I forget.
So you imagine if you was on a subscription, like you order something from there for like Amazon, for instance, how much stuff's in your Amazon basket?
Oh, massively.
Mine's an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
Never mind a basket.
Jeez.
And then it arrived on a day I wasn't in because I didn't organise for it to come. Asked them to deliver it round the back so it was safe. Did they? Did they buggery? Left it on my front doorstep.
So once you got word that it was on its way, you then said, right, you might as well put it round back.
No, this was the day. Yeah, the day before.
Ah.
You could get in touch with the delivery company and say if you're not going to be in, because I wasn't, because I didn't arrange for it.
So
to
if you couldn't you have said no, I don't want it then? Or was there no take back?
It's already too late. So when I'd said they give me 20% discount, I should have never mentioned that, but that was only £4. So I still paid £20 odd for this box that I didn't want.
Was the contents any good?
Not great. It was all right.
Not as
As
good
they are. They're not
as good as the
rubbish.
other one because I like the other one.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
HelloFresh.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. It just a warning. Just be careful what you got in your basket. You may be going on holiday. You may have a car delivered.
Yeah, because HelloFresh don't do that, do they?
No.
How does it know it's in your basket? So if I put it in my basket, surely you have to register then, do you?
Well, I've been a customer with them before.
Right.
So yeah, so they've got my bank details and everything, obviously my address to deliver. So I've ordered from them before.
Isn't that fraud?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've agreed. There's got to be something along the lines of where you actually have to agree to it, isn't there?
That's bullshit.
Bullshit, exactly. So that happened on Friday. Took the kids. So it's a weekend that Lexi won't work in this weekend. So I thought, I'm not going to waste this by sitting in the house all day. You're all right. So we went to the seaside.
Oh, nice. Which one?
We went to Brid. I've been to Bridlington for years as a day trip. And I'll be honest, a lot nicer than I was expecting.
All right.
I've always thought Brid, yeah, no.
Yeah, it is a bit.
But I thought it was nice. The sun plays its part, doesn't it? If you're out and everything's sunny, it always looks a bit nicer. But it was nice. I had a walk round. got some chips.
Expensive, isn't it?
It was expensive because Andy tripped over Lexi's foot and lodged the chips everywhere.
Two bags chips, please.
Do you know what though? Within, and this is by no exaggeration, 6 seconds, them chips were gone.
Oh, because it was seagulls.
Seagulls, honestly, literally. By the time I'd said to her, "Don't," because she was crying, "Don't worry about it." I give her mine. That's it. Look round, gone.
You were going to pick them up, was you?
Absolutely gone. And I've often thought this, like, if seagulls were that big when I was a kid, I would have been petrified of seagulls. They are massive. They're big.
I think bigger than
they're like baby dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're huge.
And they're not afraid of anything.
No, that's the other thing.
There's signs up everywhere as well saying don't feed them.
The Steelers, never mind us.
I know. There was where we got the chips from. There was a sign in there that said, basically, they'll just run like rams. Be careful. They didn't need to shoot chucking them off the floor. So I did that. We came back, and I actually got them to cook my tea, the Gusto tea,
All right.
on the Saturday night. So they did it between themselves. Actually, it didn't do a bad job.
Good. That's good. Yeah, I suppose them Gusto and HelloFresh stuff are good. That the instructions what to do, when to do it, and stuff.
Everything's measured in it. So
yeah,
from if you're trying to teach people to,
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
to do it. So yeah, so they did it between themselves. There's a few things where you kind of think, what are you thinking? Or there's a few things as well where I think are just nice teaching points. Like if you've got a pan on front of your oven, turn your handle in. Because you don't want to be knocking it, do you? Just little things like that I wouldn't have thought if I was their age, I don't think, if I hadn't cooked a lot.
Well, okay, yeah, if you hadn't
like
cooked a lot.
safety stuff, do you know what I mean? So I was there overseeing it, but they was doing it all.
Nice, good stuff.
Then, I don't know if you get this, but I can't seem to get my two kids at the moment to both be in a good mood at the same time.
Yeah.
There's always one of them that's a grumpy little ass.
Well, mine's favourite moment, just no matter what, she's a grumpy little ass.
Yeah.
Attitude.
And I refused to stay in on Sunday because Sunday was a nice day. So we went out to see Wakey Wines.
Oh no, did you actually go in there?
Yeah, I went in.
Did you do the like Wakey Wines?
No.
Was he in there?
No, I don't think he owns it anymore. I think it's somebody else that owns it. So we went because Andy likes TikTok, and I was just because she was grumpy. So I thought, I didn't want to stay in. I wanted to walk somewhere, but I didn't want it to walk somewhere where, like when we went to Brid, we walked about 6 miles. But you don't kind of think about it, do you, when you're walking around past shops and down streets and across the seafront. And I didn't want to go for a walk, like in trees and stuff like that. Maybe for us, not this time. So I thought if we go to a town, so I thought I went there. So it was, showed a picture taken outside and stuff. We went in and bought a drink.
Did you buy some Prime?
Did definitely buy Prime, no. It's like £10 a bottle.
Is it £10 a bottle?
I don't know. Andy said she couldn't see any in there, so we just literally went in. Nostalgia effect. Nostalgia's not even nostalgia, is it?
Yeah, nostalgia. Memory. No, that's memory, isn't it? Nostalgia. For the fun.
Just a bit of fun. So we did that. Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
How's your week been?
All right. My personal life's been fantastic. My work life's been horrific. Friday night, cricket. We've got 2 balls and a catch.
Nice.
2 catches, two balls and 2 catches. So bowling them down, ball. Took them. I think she's got 3 wickets, and 2 of them were balls and a catch.
This sounds really obvious, but catching in cricket is quite hard. Do you know what I mean? Because if I throw a ball to you, you know sort of the speed it's going to come, the height and everything. Where's you do it with that? And if it goes in air, you've kind of got to think about where it's coming down.
Yeah.
Move your feet and stuff.
Yeah.
So harder than just.
Well, the first one obviously went up, and she was like, when she went for it, and I went, oh, and she caught it. I think she even shocked herself because like, hey, got it. And the second one, she was got her eye, didn't she? She was like, oh God, I got that. And I'm sure she bowled one out as well in a thing. I might be wrong on that one. I might be misremembering it, but
we'll cut that bit out.
Yeah.
Live.
But yeah, lives, yeah. And then Saturday, first time we had a football match, so I took Ava to watch football. They won their game and they won the league. Did the girls? So they've won their league with a game to go. So that's pretty commendable. And started off really ropey to start off with, in the fact that they were struggling to start with. And they've just been on a run. They hadn't lost in like 11 games, something stupid.
Oh, nice. Just sort of
So-
clicking.
Yeah, like I said, they're on one now, so which is good. So like I said, they've won league, which is great for them. And they was all well happy. Ava got a goal on Sunday as well. On Saturday, got a goal.
Goal on Saturday.
Yeah, goal on
Match
Saturday.
a day.
Yeah, first one on. And then Noah's played in the football tournament yesterday at Snaith, and then went and won that.
Yay.
So won the tournament.
I saw some pictures. I did Noah have a headbanding?
He did. Go.
How do you feel about that?
Well, the fact that he's got his only hair just slightly longer than mine, and he's got a better head of hair than me,
Yeah.
but it's not much longer than mine.
It's supposed to miss generations in it.
What, being bald?
Yeah.
Well, Amy's dad's got a good head of hair, like a thick set of hair. My side, we're all bald as all.
All right. So you're opening text after.
Yeah, that side of family. So, but even my dad's dad were bald. My mum's dad were bald. my mum's balding. My mum's got quite thin hair. So, but if I grew mine out, it's not really bad. It's just I do have a receding hairline. It's not as if I'm like, do you know people like get the bald patches and stuff. I'm just missing front of my hair. If I let it grow out, I would have hair on my head. It's not as if and it's quite thick hair. It's not exactly thin and wispy.
The sunroof's not attractive, is it?
No. That's why I got rid of it because I was sick of wind blowing and my hair flapping in wind like that.
Yours is a better way to go than from yours. You've gone front to back, haven't you?
Yeah, it's in
You
the
don't
back
go
to front. No.
You don't want that awkward Steve McLaren Island thing. Have you seen that he's got on his head?
No.
He's got like just like this wifty tuft
Like a
bit
tuft
at
at front.
Yeah.
I
Piece
noticed
of the
that.
wit. How's your weekend's going to look once football's finished? It's almost finished then, aren't it?
Well, it's funny, but there's something going on most weekends. If it's not Avery, it's Noah in some sort of tournaments and stuff. It's
All right.
fallen quite nice that they're both not the same tournament. And even the local tournament for town, I think one could be on the Saturday, one could be on the Sunday. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think we're going to get much rest.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
it
it
is-
isn't in because it keeps us busy. We're not planning no holidays this year because obviously I've been working in the house. So for me, it's if we weren't playing football, we're going to be sat rattling around the house and finding something to do.
Yeah.
So, like I say, I get. Do you know some people are like, oh, it's great to have the break and go away. Well, I get that, but if I'm not doing then all he wants to do is play football anyway.
Yeah, but if you didn't have a weekend, you probably would do something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying just because you've not planned anything.
I know what you mean. But even if we didn't have it planned, and I said to know what do you want to do, play football. So he might as well play football with his mates,
Yeah.
even if he's training. Do you know what I mean? All them sort of things. So
Keep
It
his
don't-
hair-
it
keep
don't
his hair
bother
out
me.
of his eyes.
yeah, keep his hair on his head. There's 4 of them that wear headbands in that team. So keeper started it first. Then
Has the keeper got long hair?
no, not really, but longer than anyone else's. And then there's now Noah and 2 others that are wearing headbands. So like I say, there's 4 of them. And I said, it was a training tonight. I said, I bet you any money by the time we get to the end of the season, like to start the new season, loads of more will have it. Because like a couple of them are like, I want to grow my hair, I think it's a Jack Grealish thing. Well, one of them definitely said it's to do with Jack Grealish. No, it's not. No, it's not to do with Jack Grealish. I think he wants it because the other ones have got it.
So where does he go shopping for his headbands?
He's got Ava's headband in.
Right.
So we bought Ava a pack of 7 Nike headbands.
yeah.
Because we originally got some, so that has to be Nike, but we originally got some and they didn't have like a grip on it inside. They were just like an elastic thing. Whereas I got us some, someone recommended them, get these ones. So we got them for Ava and they're really good.
Super don't
So
slip.
they don't slip or slide, which obviously means they don't slip and slide in his head. Do you know what I mean? So, and then yesterday, oh man, it was baking hot and he had a bloody headband on. I said, I bet any money he has a tan mark where that bloody headband's been.
They
But
won't
yeah.
learn, will they?
He was loving it. Do you know what I mean?
Similarly, I took Andy to tennis on Friday, and she's now, I think, getting to an age where she's conscious of what she's wearing. So she wanted to wear. She's got like some Vans Converse, like them type of
Yeah.
shoes. Not really for tennis, but she likes wearing them.
Yeah.
So now she's starting to pick fashion
Yeah.
over
Practicality.
practicality.
Yeah.
So it's and then that got me into thinking this weekend. So we're talking about like Lexi finishes college in literally a couple of weeks. She's got a couple of weeks till her exams. Andy goes to big school in September. So like, how like life's changing over the next few months.
Yeah.
Certainly for us. And like, weirdly, there's only like 4 months in between Andy and Ava.
Yeah.
But
A
how
whole
the
school
birthdays
year.
are, it's a
Yeah.
school year. So it's just, from my point of view, I'm like, it's just weird. It's just strange how like, Lexi's going to go off and probably go to uni in September, and he's going to go to big school. And then you're kind of thinking, where's my job as a dad still happen? It does, because they still do
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they're not needed to say. And like when they come here, they're just self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Like that's why I try and make such a fuss. Let's do something. Let's go out.
Yeah,
Because it's not going to be long left.
I'm going to say they're of an age as well that where they can't be asked to do. So anything you go, you're doing for the right reasons to make memories. They're like, oh God, I can't be bothered with these things.
And I've got to a point now where like I don't even tell Andy what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just get in car, we're going somewhere. Because I can't be bothered with it. When I do it. She's not 13 yet, but she's going on 13.
Yeah.
Teenage years.
Ava's a right pain ass at the moment. And to a point where I was at the football tournament yesterday, and I commented, I said, God, she needs to sort her attitude out or something. And Noah went, yeah, it's hormones. And so I went, what do you know about hormones? He went, well, they make you grumpy.
It's not wrong.
They make you bloody grumpy.
It's hard times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this week's topic. Might as well.
Yeah.
Forgot a topic this week?
Yes, it's what's the best thing about getting older? Or what's better the older you get?
Yeah. What don't you mind doing as you're older now? What's your thoughts? Was there stuff that you think now, I quite like that, but I didn't like it when I was like younger?
No, I think what I think gets better with age is appreciation for things. So, for example, not giving a shit. I think the older you get, the less of a shit you give.
I think I'm the opposite.
Whereas it comes to like, I think you're a stickler for things, as in like, that are better in my day, but you're less fashion conscious. You couldn't care things like that. You're actually a bit more shrewd with your money and what you spend on. So when you're younger, you seem to spend your money on things to impress others. Whereas when you get old, you're like,
yeah,
okay.
I'd agree with you on that one. The fashion thing, for me, just I'm conscious of things that I wear, thinking I'm a 42-year-old man. Should I be wearing stuff? Like I don't wear a hat. I would never. Like a baseball cap. I've gone past that. I think we had this on an episode before, didn't we? Things you're too old to do.
You're not too old to wear a
I
hat.
think a baseball cap, unless I'm on holiday, certainly wearing a baseball cap backwards, I can't pull it off. I couldn't pull that off anymore.
I could, do you know another day? And do you know the fashion at the moment is tennis socks. I've never been a fan of tennis socks whatsoever. So I thought, I'll give me some tennis socks down with kids and stuff.
So you are conscious of being fashionable?
No, because I quite like the look. So it's not like necessarily like I've got training socks on now and I had them on since, if that makes sense. But I quite like the look. I think, it looks quite trendy. Do you know, it reminds me of like skater boy look, if that makes sense.
Yeah, which is my point. At 42, I can't look like a skater boy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the older I get, the less I give a shit. If we like, I had these socks on, if that makes sense. Someone says to me, "What are you wearing?" I'd gone, "I don't care. I quite like the look. Obviously, I might look out of place in there.
Yeah. So this is where.
But I appreciate when I look at someone and go, "Hey, I quite like that." And I do look at people and think, "Yeah, I quite like that. I won't mind having a." And it might not suit me. Like, do you know, like I don't think, lumberjack stuff suits me. But I quite like the look. I think, I love one of them.
I disagree, mate. I think you look good in like checkers.
Oh, stop hitting on me. Ooh, you flirt.
I think we've probably discussed this before, but a bath.
You don't like a bath?
No, I love a bath. When I was a kid, I just couldn't be bothered with it.
Yeah,
so much. But
so
now, I mean, I don't have them regular. It's a bit of a treat.
Oh, see, all I have is baths, and I hate baths at the moment. So when we had a shower and a bath, you're right, the bath was a treat, and every now and then I'd have a bath and go, oh yeah, I'll have a little soak in the bath. Now,
I'd hate for you to be thinking about you going in the bath, going, ooh,
I like it that. Now I can't stand the bath. I hate it. I'm too big for the bath as well. I'm too bloody big for it. To the point where, like,
what bit's hanging out?
Everything, the junk of the lot. I've got my knees sticking out because we've got a decent sized bath as well. It's wide. I'm getting it, but I have to so I can like my shoulders in the water. So then I have to have my knees out, my feet against the bottom, my bum underneath back of my knees. I'm like, this is just not even present. And then we've got one of them, storages that go over the bath. And then that's catching my knees. I'm like, oh, this is fucking right load of shit. Does me head in. So I'm like shower all day long.
So 2 from 2. What I like, you don't, and vice versa.
Well, that's why we gel so well.
That's why we gel so well. What's next?
New experiences.
You prefer new experiences now?
Yeah. So the older I get, the more open I am to doing things
Okay.
that are maybe things I won't normally do, if that makes sense, or go places like apart from walking in wild and stuff. But you know what I mean? I think I'm more open to suggestive to do things out of my
Apart from
comfort.
walking in wild.
Yeah, with my clothes off. But the older I get, the feel like if you said to me, "We're off to go do that," I'd go, "Yeah, go on then." Unless I really didn't want to do it. Like, say if it's a rock bungee jump, I'm like, "Nah, I'm not interested. I don't want to do that."
But I'll come with you to watch you.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But yeah, I think I'm more easily dragged to do different things.
Yeah.
The older I
think
get, I'm open to like, oh, let's let them fun, let's give it a go.
Yeah, I think life's about experiences.
Yeah, but I think that's an age thing. The older you get, the more happy you are to do them sort of things. Whereas a youngster, oh, that's not cool, or oh, no, I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? Like you say, like trying to get your kids out because they don't want to do it. So I think when you're younger, it's more like, and as you get older, you think, I'm going to get out.
I'm kind of conscious of my time left.
Yeah, that does worry me sometimes.
Which I don't like to think about, but it's a proper thing to worry about. My biggie, which links perfectly with that, is what I don't mind as I've got older is people cancelling on me.
Oh no, I hate it.
I quite like it. If we're organising to do something, right up till we're going to do it, if you just went, oh, I can't make it, I go, no worries. Might make you feel a little bit bad going, oh, you've let me down. But then I'd secretly go, oh, thank fuck for that.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind that if then it won't affect me in any way, if that makes sense. So if I'm saying, right, we're going to go out for a beer or something, and you say, can't make it, and I'm like, well, no, I'm lost because I'll just sit over and have a beer.
You come out by yourself.
Yeah, well, but do you know if like we was meant to be doing something, I mean, this is not aimed at you, but if we were meant to be doing something, that means then I can't do that. So let's say we was going to go to the theatre together and you go, I can't make it. I'm off on my own. I probably would go on my own. But if it inconveniences me that I can't get there, I'd be like, what? What's that all about?
Yeah, I can see your point there. It's just something that doesn't bother me, I think, now. I just see it as an opportunity to do something else. But I'd be exactly the same as you. If we're going to go see football or something, you go, yeah, I can't go. Probably something I won't go do by myself.
I would. Yeah. I'm thinking, yeah. But like,
I see your point.
Yeah, if we weren't in massively, and if you had a really good excuse or a valid excuse, then I'm not going to take too much umbrage to it.
Yeah.
Even if it's put me out. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a good example of that.
Go on.
Off the podcast, just in case people listening, I've got some planned.
My other one, going back to where I was, just being alive, just waking up every morning. It's better the older you get. You're more appreciative that I'm alive and stuff.
I see what you mean, because there's certain aspects of that I think the same. And like, you know, like when celebrities die, I've never met these celebrities before, but sometimes it just goes, oh.
Yeah, I've had a couple. Yeah, gosh, that deja vu. Oh, that's weird.
Cul-de-sac.
What?
Pepe Le Pew.
Don't do that.
I thought it was just naming French words.
You did. You sprung off a stride. Did you ever think about, like, really morbidly, like, shut up now, like your death, like, is in like,
orange.
Shut the fuck up. Like,
I try not to, but I genuinely have like this sense of impending doom.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I'm constantly thinking, this could be my not this is my last day, but I constantly think, oh Christ, I hope I don't have like an heart attack, or I don't, like, I'm constantly thinking of, like, you know, like, I hope I don't get cancer, you know, like them sort of thing. I'm constantly thinking, or something might happen, like I'll get like a twinge in my chest, and I go, oh, what's that? Not forgetting that 2 days ago I was lifting, I was lifting weights, you know what I mean? And I probably pulled some of my chest, and I'm like, well, that's not normal. That didn't happen other days, you know what I mean? But any little thing, I'm like, oh, hang on, I've been there.
I'm like that, just trying to put my socks on. I used to be able to do this.
Oh, Jesus, I had a right struggle with my socks.
Was you in bath?
No, I was pissed off.
Sure.
So I was
pissed up putting your socks on. What was you putting them
on? I remember taking them off. Anyway, I sat on the bed and I was like, I just could not get my foot up in the air. I was like, what has happened to me? I could get my nose touch my knees like 6 or 7 months ago.
You never could.
I bloody could.
What was you in bath? Bent double.
I'll do it in a minute for you.
No, you're all right.
I can think of it. Yeah, So I'm super like when it's like you know that you joke about I've woke like you wake up and go, oh, thank God I've woke up sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not that extreme, but I do genuinely appreciate every day that I'm still kicking a can down road.
Yeah, I do it to a certain degree, but I think I maybe should do it more.
I've heard it's healthy, do you know, to think like Matthew Said says about it, doesn't he? Him and his partner
Yeah, he
always
thinks about death a lot, though.
yeah, but he says like he thinks it's a healthy thing, do you know, to talk about it.
Yeah,
That
possibly.
you're less likely to, I don't know, he thinks psychologically like pick up these songs are less likely to have heart attacks and stuff because you're constantly thinking about things. It makes you more health conscious, so you're more likely to be
Makes sense.
abusing the body and stuff like that.
There's some things to that. I quite like just going to bed early.
Oh, I can't stand it. I feel robbed.
No, because my thing is, like, certainly, because I'm on my own, I think I'm just waiting to go to bed.
Yeah, but
So why don't I just go lay in bed?
yeah.
And if by hook or by crook I have to drop off a little bit early, bonus.
Do you wake up refreshed though?
Well, I woke up this morning to my alarm clock because I was supposed to go away with work today, but that got cancelled.
Which
So-
is pissed off.
No, very much no. So I got myself up and went for a walk
Oh, that's nice.
because it's so much nicer.
That's what an old person would do.
Yeah, it is, innit? And that I would have never done that. I would have just come and just sat.
Yeah.
And I have an appreciation for some fresh morning air. I wish I could get up every morning and do it every morning.
Yeah, I envy people who get up at like 6. Do you know, get up, day starts. But they must go to bed at like 9. They must be like tucked up in bed at 9, half 9 for a sleep. Yeah. Definitely on the. Because I honestly I feel robbed if I go to bed early. Yet I need to go to bed early.
But then I think, well, what?
And then I can't get my ass out of bed. And I'm just sat watching shit on telly. Do you know what I mean? And you're right, I should really go to bed. Do you know what makes me sleepy? Reading in bed. Yeah, I never fucking read in bed.
Yeah.
I look at my phone, I listen to a podcast, but the one thing that no matter what I do, pick a book up, I'm fast as I read like a page. I'm a nightmare at work. Got my head on the table.
You can't read. That's the thing, isn't it? But like you go, I'm tired. What shall I do? I can't sleep. I'll pick up my phone.
Yeah, I'll
scroll through
put
TikTok
lies and
for 7 hours.
yeah.
Oh, it's morning. Any final ones?
So the first coffee of the day. The older I get, the more I appreciate that. And I've even got to the extent now, especially with Builders being now, I'll have a coffee in the morning, but
Is that a euphemism?
yeah.
Builders in.
Builders are inside, yeah. But when I get to work, my first coffee at work is the best. I'll get in, turn the laptop on, fire everything all up.
Because it's free.
No coffee. And then I'll go get some hot water from cafe, come back, have my coffee, and I'll sit. And while I'm like bringing emails up, I'm having the first coffee before I even do anything that's going to piss me off, because I can guarantee.
So, obviously, we know that you're going through like your building and stuff.
Going through
like
the
that.
change, it's the menopause.
You are going through some sort of change rapidly. How good is that coffee going to be like on a weekend where you can just sit out in sun,
Oh,
nice
yeah.
garden and that? Because we sat out the other night when we came back on Sunday. We had like a fake barbecue, kind of just did it in the oven, but sat outside and that's it.
Yeah.
It was just nice.
That's the one thing I can't wait to have, a barbecue.
There's an appreciation of stuff like that. We just
Yeah.
sat in sun, just relaxing on the decking that hasn't fallen to pieces yet.
Because you built it, mate.
Because
That's
I
it.
built it, yeah. There's a screw come loose, so I need to go.
Has
Any final ones? Is that it?
No. I've got some people enjoy this, not me, but being in nature the older they get.
I'm the same. Generally, I have a huge appreciation for Mother Nature. I like just watching the waves. They're just interesting. I like watching fire. You just can't. It's there and it's uncontrollable.
Yeah.
And if you think about that element of going, wouldn't that be good if we just couldn't control anything?
No.
And I quite just like it. It's
Yeah.
a bit arty, I think.
Yeah.
And that's probably another thing that I've got a bit more of appreciation for.
I'd like to get into art, but I don't get art. As much as, like, I can like, you know, if you looked at the Mona Lisa, there's such detail there. There's time and effort going in there. Then I'll look at something else like a Jackson Pollock. It's just splats on the wall. I'm like, how I could do that? And if I did that, they'd go, nah, that's rubbish.
Idiot.
That looks so different. Do you know, like, can you remember doing them sort of things, like realism and stuff at school and stuff? We used to like do like we once painted like is it Van Gogh's squares, the blue, the red, and the yellow rectangles? So like there's like loads of squares put together in like a thing. We painted something that looked. I tell you what, it didn't look like his, but it wasn't far off. It's in the fact that there was like 20 of us that did the same one, and between us, there was different variations.
Was it a Van Gogh dupe?
I don't know what that means.
It's what the kids say.
But I don't get all that's art. It's Starry Night, Van Gogh Starry Night. I get that massive because it's got loads of detail. It's hard to do, whatever. I get that, but
pictures.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, like it goes to like a display and there's like paint hanging, a paint pot swinging in one. There's a bike wheel.
Box seat.
Yeah, there's random thing.
Box seat wrapped around a fish.
And there's people going, ooh, how amazing. I'm like,
but do you know what? When we went to Sculpture Park the other week, we was genuinely looking at stuff, and all of us like, what can you see? And we all saw different things, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, but is that like an illusion thing? Like
no, it was just a big sculpture. But like I looked at it and thought, oh, it looks a bit like this.
Oh yeah,
and we all
that's
looked
cool.
At it very different.
I like that.
Well, I kind of think it's this, and it just how we all saw it was pretty impressive. That stuff I like. I'm not going to get into it massively, but
that's just reminded me. As a kid, did you used to like just start by doing like lines and then continue until something appeared, like a picture?
No, I used to do hills. So I used to do like a what do you say, like an upside down U elongated, and then I'd do another one so it looks like an ass, and then just do like a little hill on top. There's people on top. That's just a pair of tits, John.
But yeah, like I say, I'll do all this like for ages, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, that looks like a thing, and then I'll just start.
That's a boat. That's art.
But that's what I used to do all the time as a kid. But
I can feel a bit of an art challenge coming on. We haven't had a challenge for a while, have we?
That's probably one thing you'll beat me because I am terrible at like drawing or.
Yeah, me too. But like you say, it could just be squidges on a plane. Squidges on a plane.
Squidgy. Made your own film.
Squidges on a plane. Yeah. We'll workshop this idea.
There's got to be some sort of rules though.
Well, we just draw something or put something on a piece of paper and we get somebody to blind judge it.
What's the best art?
Yeah, which do you prefer? Or we put it out on Instagram or something and get people to vote on it, which is the best.
Yeah. So, but we need some sort of rules because
we stick by rules, schmoles.
Remember last time we tried doing so there was no rules to it, and I built a massive Lego set.
Yeah, you had like 47 boxes of Lego.
Yeah, like more Lego to play with. Yeah, that's what it was. I could be like, look at those Lego.
Finally, I've got no question from the public today.
Oh no.
I've got a confession from the public.
Ooh.
So this popped into the inbox this week. So I just want to read this. We get all sorts coming. So I wanted to read this one. This is confession. And this, I can see this being you.
Cheers. Saying it myself.
So, dear Dad Tales, my confession for this week would be if I hear a knock on a neighbour's door for a parcel and then a knock on mine because they're not in, I deliberately don't answer because I know it's not for me. That's a nice little confession. Have you ever done all that?
No. See, I've been more. I'm that neighbour that say someone across road. If I see a delivery man across road, and they're knocking, no one's there, and I've seen it, I'll have to go. I'll take it and give it over. I'm that nice guy. I'd happily do that.
Delivery drivers nowadays as well, more than happy to get it off the van.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
You just like having your picture taken rolled in box, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm same as you, to be fair. I'm more than happy because I know full well there'll be a day when I need a parcel taken in. I'd much rather my neighbours. And I don't want it to get nicked. So I'm more than happy to set one in. But if I saw somebody that was knocking on next door and knew they was then going to knock on mine, I'd be happy not to answer it. Not necessarily deliver. Maybe people selling Bibles or something.
I don't mind talking to them.
I can imagine. Right, let's do this again next week.
See you next Thursday.
I will see you next Thursday. Keep yourself smiling.
Stay safe.
Or at least start smiling.
I'm always smiling, mate.
You're on the record.
I am.
You press the stop.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.